first started talking about it, it was just kind of we'll see kind of how this plays out, and ended up working out, and I'm really excited. It's going to be a great opportunity. I mean, no matter how it ends up for me, I'm excited to meet some of those other girls and get the chance to compete with them, and in Oregon and Eugene of all places. It'll be a really fun time and a good experience, I think, moving forward. Actually, Coach was talking to my friend Logan about running steeplechase, and I was like, well, I want to try that. And I had heard of it because my coaches had mentioned it senior year. I was messing around with hurdles one time, and Coach was like, oh, you might end up in that steeplechase. And I didn't really know what it was, but we started doing hurdle practices and was kind of like, I don't know if this is going to be good for me or not. But first race, and ended up being all right. It's just, I like the hurdles because you don't have to think about running so much. You can kind of focus on hurdles and the water jump, and it's just a little bit more exciting for a distance runner like me. So, well, it kind of adds another level of like athleticism a little bit, because I mean, we're used to running just the distances, going around and around, and when they put barriers in front of you, and they're not hurdles, they're barriers, like if you hit that, it's not going anywhere and you might be on your face. But yeah, so that's a little bit challenging, and it just adds another thing that you need to work on. Besides the running and the distance and getting in shape that way, you also have to get your hurdle form going and work on your water jumps, and it's nerve-wracking going over the barriers every single time. I don't think it matters how many times you've been over them, because you never know when something's going to go wrong, or you're just going to land different or hit wrong or something, and you just kind of got to put yourself in a winning mindset right away and just kind of keep confident that you can do it. And after you've done it a few times, you just got to keep telling yourself that you've been able to do it, and it'll come. If you just kind of let your mind do it, it'll happen.
Basically, we work quite a bit on it, and just how you approach the barrier and how you get off the barrier, and then landing so that you can run out of it. Like I said, instead of crashing, or a lot of people land two-footed and stop completely and then have to start up again. Well, that's not something that really Marissa worries about, because she really runs in and out of that thing very well. So, and you can really see in her races that she makes up ground on everybody over regular barriers and over the water jump. So if there is somebody ahead of her, she usually catches them when they go over a barrier. So they're using more energy than she is, and that's what I think really has helped her. She's done a great job, both with cross country and with track. She was our top girl at our national cross country meet, and really was only 10 seconds away from being All-American. And as a freshman, that's outstanding for that field of girls. And so, and she really elevates herself at those types of competitions. And so, but as far as so she's done a great job for us. Qualified for indoor nationals, was an All-American on a 4x8 team. Qualified for outdoor nationals, obviously. But so many other things that she does well. She's a great team leader. She's very motivated. She's fun to be around. The girls just love having her on the team. And
the hurdle thing was definitely different. I think it kind of helped that I played basketball in high school, because like jumping, like I'm used to kind of that, and like the motions and landing and things, and so that kind of worked out all right for me. But I mean, I wouldn't say it came naturally, because you really got to kind of work on how you want to land in the barrier, going over the water, and coming out of barriers. Like, I've never been a hurdler, so I had to work a little bit for it, but it wasn't too bad.
And as we started to work on hurdles, you could really see that she, maybe she wouldn't call herself a natural, but I would say there's some natural athleticism there that helps her get over the hurdles. And her water jump is one of the better ones that I've seen on the female side of things, and so really that looked really good to begin with. And the first race was funny because we just told her that she had to hang back. She ran with one of our other girls. It's not like another race where you can go out hard and if you die in that race, it's tough. And so she really did a nice job running controlled, but came on and won it. And
it's been really good, just the miles that we've put in and the distance we've had to do. Yeah, like you said, with the endurance, it just helps so much, because 3,000 actually isn't that far for like a distance runner, but then with those barriers, it kind of adds a little bit. But when you can run a solid 5K going up and down hills and whatever else cross country throws at you, it makes it a little bit easier to get your mind right and make it over those last few barriers and finish out the 3,000 hard. I mean, I'm a pretty antsy person before races regardless, so it'll probably help me a little bit just to like know that I have been there before and done it, and that'll be nice. But also I get pretty amped up, and I'll remember that feeling of competing at nationals and things. So when I get there, I'll be able to really get ready to run, hopefully, and kind of know what's going on in theory.
It's crazy. You just happened to look up the qualifying time and see that she was close, and then when she ran at conference, she got it, and I thought, well, it'd be a great experience then for her.
I really want to break 11. I've gotten close, but I haven't been able to do it, so I'm hoping the competition and hopefully it'll be nice weather enough to get me there and push it, so that would be like a PR for me. And I mean, as far as placing goes, I'm just going to try my best, because you never know what people are going to pull out at a thing like this. So it's going to be fun. Definitely want to try and PR though.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.